cross my heart, hope to die. Just tell me what's on your mind. You say jump, how high? You need love, I'm by your side. I need your love, you're my favorite drug. And I give it up, you're my favorite drug. And I need your love, you're my favorite drug. And I give it up, I wanna be your love. You're my favorite drug. I wanna be your favorite drug. I wanna be your love.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We are here for the closing of the week for the regular season of NECC and even NACE as we kick off the season here. And tonight we have Rocket League taking on St. Mary's University. And if you're unfamiliar with which St. Mary's, I came to the realization today that there's about 4 or 5 of them in all of collegiate esports. This is the Canadian team, St. Mary's, not to be messed up with the St. Mary's in Texas, known as the, I think they're like the Rattlesnakes or the Rattlers or something like that. That's not the team that we're playing today. We're playing the St. Mary's Huskies, and they're in Halifax, Nova Scotia. Completely different teams, completely different schools, not even in the same country. But that was something that I learned today. I was wondering why St. Mary's had to specify that they were in Texas. Well, this is the reason why. And this is the NECC Champions Division, the second highest tier of NECC play. And with the addition of the Legends Division in every title, it used to only be in League of Legends and in Rainbow Six. Now it is in every game, so Valorant, Rocket League, Halo, or not Halo, but Valorant, Rocket League, and a few other titles that are in NECC, like Overwatch, also got a Legends Division where the top of the top are invited to play in the division. So let's talk a little bit here about LVC. LVC, as we have been seeing over the past couple of weeks, have been really starting to find their groove after having to change a couple players during the offseason. As LVC have been really looking to get going, especially in this Champions Division. I'm pretty excited to see them here too, as we are already getting ready to go into the game. So we are having both of these teams pop on in a while as we get ready to kick off this one. Very excited to get into the game as we head over to game 1, best of 5, if you're unfamiliar with the formatting, as LVC takes on St. Mary's in week 1 of the Champions Division of NECC. And if you're following the NECC stream earlier, they had a couple of games on. I believe they had 4 games today, and they ended up playing playing a few from the Champions Division, 1 from the Challengers Division, and 1 from the Legends Division. So a lot of Rocket League action going on. Even if you're not a fan of LVC, just in general, there's a lot of action going on tonight, as from now on until the middle of December, you're going to see every week, you're going to be seeing Rocket League, Overwatch. You're going to be seeing every title played for NECC. Always a fun time. And even NACE, if you have teams in there as well like we do, always a great time to get going. But real quick, I do want to speak here on the team that they are playing, and that is St. Mary's University, SMU. You can see them there. LVC going to definitely be up against a challenging squad tonight. I don't have a lot of information on this team. I didn't really get the time to check their activation record. I would assume it was similar to LVC's, or it was either 4-0 or 3-1, something of that nature. I can't imagine they went like 2-2, 1-2, whatever. But they are a very solid team from the rankings, at least I would say. They have some very highly rated players, but just waiting for them to pop into the game here as we get ready to kick this series off. LVC, this is the first time that LVC has been in the Champions Division, at least in Rocket League. But outside of Rocket League, we also have the Rainbow Six team that is in Champions this semester. And last semester, in the spring of this year, we saw Valorant take the first ever spot in a Champions Division or conference that an LVC team had. But let's talk a bit more about what we've seen so far from this LVC roster. So to begin, they went 3-1 in activation, very, very strong showing. They're 3-1, 3-1, as the only loss that they had came to Mizzou, who is another champions team that is in a separate conference. They will not play them this semester, but they are in this conference, or in this division with Mizzou. But alongside of that, they ended up taking on the CRL qualifiers on Sunday. If you were here for that, CRL was a very solid show for them, as they placed 33rd, the highest ever for an LVC Rocket League roster. So something that's really interesting to keep an eye out for, and something that you really want to continue seeing if you are a fan of this LVC team. But now we are into the game, so we are going to kick this off. LVC St. Mary's, and you can see there I've specified as well, just to make sure everyone's on the same understanding. This is the Canadian St. Mary's, not the Texas one or whatever other St. Mary's are out there. We're going to start off with LVC already putting the pressure on, looking to make a statement early. Frenchie trying to get something going in the corner there. He's going to have to fall back to his teammates. This is going to be Bachette's looking towards his team to find a pass lane. He does get one there to Frenchie. Shot is already on. First shot of the game, and it's going to be saved. The counter from St. Mary's going to be a heavy bump onto Frenchie. Shot going to be not quite on from, I believe that was Loom. So now Bachette's will get a chance off the ceiling, off the backboard wall. Samus trying to get one to Frenchie to clear the whole passing lane, but not quite there. Huddy not going to get much out of that touch. So to go to an LVC possession once again. Sam's trying to control here, but doesn't have a lot of space to work with. So he's going to leave that one to Bachette's. And now Frenchie has a chance to get to this ball. Going to end up getting a 50. Samus with a one-on-one with Loom, and he's going to end up winning that, but it'll have to be Frenchie to put the goal in. Fantastic one-on-one work from Samus there. That's more of one-on-two, one-on-three. Almost puts that in himself, but a phenomenal save from Huddy. It's not enough, though. Frenchie comes in with the cleanup. First goal of the series going to go to LVC. You can see in the cams there, Coach Shanky standing right behind the players. As Bachette's looking for the double. He is there, but not quite. doesn't fall the way he wants it to. Just barely going to miss. So to be Huddy trying to get something there. Not going to go. Hazy going to launch this one out to Loom. Look at Loom's position. Shot is off. Hits the crossbar. And that's not what you want to see if you're a fan of St. Mary's. It'll be Frenchie on the carry. Managed to steal that boost too. So now he's going to have a lot to work with. Also has his teammates ready to fill in as he gets a demo onto Hazy. Samus almost going to get a pinch to the corner. And this might be an opening for LVC if they can play this one fast enough. Although it'll end up going to Hazy. Shot is on Frenchie there for the save. LVC playing a solid defense. Hudev coming in for the demo. Will pick up Frenchie. And now he's going for the shot, but doesn't really have an angle. He's going to have to let that go to a teammate. No boost to speak of either. Loom also at 0. And Loom just fighting to find boost anywhere on the map. On the other side, though, Hazy goes for the reset, does get it, but there's really not much out of it. Spachetz and Samus are doubled in net. Loom now with the shot. Again, a bit high. May have been a pass, actually, from what it looked like. It's Frenchie off the ceiling. Now down to Spachetz. Again, going to just fly to the corner. But LVC are doing a great job of contesting. They are playing at such a high pace. They're starting to force the hand of St. Mary's. Get a good offensive flurry there. No goal comes out of it, though. It's going to be Loom again on the counter. Spachetz will meet him there. Hazy, next man up. Dribbles it down. Frenchie on the ground. And he doesn't get bumped out of the way fast enough. LVC still maintaining a lead. Big bump there from LVC. I believe that was Frenchie on the bump. Continuing, he gets the demo too, right after that player picks up the 100 boost. So that's going to slow this push down. It may even give LVC an opportunity. It's Frenchie in the air. Managed to find boost somewhere on the map. I believe he went mid-boost. Now Samus looking for the dribble. Has the ability to score this one. The weapon almost firing off. It'll be holstered for now as Frenchie looks to dish it out to Spachetz. Shot is there, but it's saved immediately by Hazy. St. Mary's are fighting in this one, but they're going to need a goal if they want to even have a chance at an OT. Frenchie again just getting a big touch off the back, or downfield off the backboard. He's going to again leave it down to Hazy. Gets a really awkward play as Frenchie just being annoying, and he's somehow still in this. He's still the man on the ball. Down to Samus. Shot not going to go. He's going to look for the double. Spachetz though flying in. Frenchie now has to be careful. He's last man back. Does just enough to buy his teammates some time. And now with just 30 seconds remaining, LVC have an opening. Samus has the net. He has a one-on-one with Hazy. Doesn't win it. LVC getting a lot of opportunities here. But St. Mary's has been up to the challenge. They got 10 seconds. They got one, realistically, they got one more shot, and this may just be it. Looking for the double, not there, but the pass is there. Hudev finding the back of the net for St. Mary's, and that is going to be a goal. That is going to be the equalizer. And with just 6 seconds to go, that is crucial for St. Mary's. And now with just a few seconds left, the clock ticking down, LVC are just going to want to clear this. They want this ball to hit the ground, and it does. Just barely in front of the net. They managed to keep it away. And now Frenchie finding a demo and possibly finding a double whiff from Hazy. Almost gives Frenchie the open. But now it's going to be a pass down to Hudev. Again, this one doesn't go. Frenchie going to get beat for that ball. Spachetz is back, and he's got a booming clear. Now Frenchie has an opportunity to pass it back. Not going to go. And Frenchie will be the third. Samus puts it to the corner. Hazy has an opportunity. Has a one-on-one with Frenchie. He's going to win that, but Spachetz just barely getting back in time. And now St. Mary's are looking to put the rotation on. Can they hold off LVC's attack, though? Look at the counter from Samus. A phenomenal shot from Samus to close out game one. That is going to be an LVC victory. And they start off this one strong. Fantastic work from LVC. They will be your Game 1 winners as they get that series lead heading into game number 2. It's going to be Frenchie leading the demo category with 3 on his own. 2 up each, or 2 total from his teammates, as they take the 2-1 in OT. Phenomenal work from LVC. They did a fantastic job of holding St. Mary's back, giving them minimal offensive opportunities. And you can see in the shots category there too, right before it fades away, LVC controlling the offensive possessions despite it going to overtime. And if they can put more shots through the back of the net at the volume they're at, and look at this bump from Frenchie, almost leads to a fully open net. Hazy just barely managing to get back, as Frenchie just lobs this one down to Bichette's shot, though, again saved. The defensive prowess from this St. Mary's roster has been insane this series. They've been managing to save some of the craziest shots from LVC, and that's the only thing really keeping them in the game, is they haven't been able to get the ball much at all. UDev trying to get the redirect downfield. It'll have to be Hazy to get that one down. Hazy now with a chance to lob this up to Loom. That's not going to go. Now Samus can launch this back to Frenchie. Can he get the shot? Can he get the bump? No. Does have the shot on target, but the bump doesn't go through. So it'll have to come through a different way. And look at this, Samus again getting a chance to shoot, not there. Frenchie gonna turn on this one, doesn't have boost. Gonna have to let his teammates do the defensive work here. St. Mary's still in control. And LVC get this one out of their own half. UDev looking for the reset. Does get it, and that's enough for the goal. UDev putting St. Mary's ahead for the first time in the series. Does get the reset, and you can see him use it there. Gets it over Frenchie. Great work from UDev on the solo. And a demo from Frenchie going to give the lane open to Bichette's. Shot is on target. Again, Loom flying in for the save. Samus in a one-on-one. It's going to be a dead ball. And now to be in the LVC half. UDev doesn't have a second touch, and that's going to lead to Samus clearing out. Now Frenchie downfield once more. Can he find anything? He does find it in front of the net, but no one able to capitalize from LVC. That's going to be a pinch that goes all the way back. Going to have to restart this attack for LVC. Off the ceiling, though, comes Frenchie. Off the back wall. Can a shot go through? No. Hits off the side post. Bichette's not accurate enough, and now Hazy going to get an opportunity to score, but Samus is there for the save. LVC continuing to hold on. They do have that one-game cushion, but a 2-0 lead would be phenomenal. Out of the corner, LVC looking to put one through here. They still have a lot of time to do it, as long as they can keep it at only down by 1. And that's going to be a whiff there. Bichette's going to get at least a touch. Going to give LVC some offense. A shot from Frenchie gets blocked immediately. Pass from Samus was great, but the read was in from St. Mary's. And now Samus again with a chance. Pass down to Frenchie. A bit too far away. Now Bichette's in a one-on-one. Does poke it away. Keeps the net closed for now. But LVC really need to start getting on the ball. They need to start looking for an opening if they want to compete here in game 2. It'll be Loom off the wall. Looking for it. Play off of it. Not going to go. Back to Hazy. But Frenchie, the one to toss it down. Now, what does LVC have? Is there anyone in position to find a passing lane? Looks like that answer for now is going to be no. And Frenchie going to have to go for this. Touch, doesn't get to it. Bichette gets bumped. Can he get back to the net? It doesn't matter. Shot off the crossbar. So LVC survive again for the time being. Frenchie now again moving downfield. He's just going to be looking for someone in the net to bump away. Bichette tries to slide it down. A lot of shot volume from LVC, but not a lot of shot quality. And the ones that are just getting saved. It's been a defensive masterclass from St. Mary's. As Samus looking to put one through at a bit of an awkward time. Doesn't get to it. Frenchie with a boom. 20 seconds left. LVC still only need one. They want to see another overtime. Samus going to be launching this one down. But LVC have one more attack, and that's not going to help them at all. It's pretty much just going to have to stay in the air the entirety of this attack. It's a good touch from Samus. Bichette doesn't slide it through. And that's going to be a St. Mary's victory in Game 2. No overtime, and now a 1-1 scoreline. You can see the shots there from LVC. 8 in total, only 4 from St. Mary's, but they're the one to take it. They get it to go their way with some phenomenal defensive work. The saves category has been just insane from St. Mary's in this series. But Bichette's already off the ceiling, almost gets it to Frenchie. Now Samus looking to contest. Gonna be floating in dead air for just a little bit. And there's really not much LVC has done wrong in this series. It's just been fantastic defensive prowess from St. Mary's. They have just been holding the brick wall that is the front of their net so strong. And LVC have not had many chances to break through it. Again, LVC looking to put the pressure on. That one's just going to fly away as it goes back out to Bichette in midfield. Samus, though, having no boost. Going to have to just grab what he can and get away. Loom going to put that one off target. Had a chance to shoot, but didn't end up taking it. But look at this from Loom. Gets the pass, gets the dish. And that's going to be a goal for St. Mary's. They're starting to roll now. Great pass from Hazy. Finds the open man, the open lane. Frenchie can't get back fast enough. And St. Mary's now taking a lead. They have not given up since LVC took game 1. In the pivotal game 3. They want to put themselves ahead. They want to put themselves on series point. Frenchie with 0 boost there. Just trying to get it downfield. Gonna have to rely on Bichette here. Alongside Samus. And now it's a bit of an awkward play. Frenchie and Samus both call each other off. So now this is a play for St. Mary's. Can they capitalize off the mistake? Q-Dev out to Loom. Shot though blocked. Samus sends it away. Bichette's gonna add it further. St. Mary's not able to capitalize, and LVC almost able to put one through. And now Bichette's trying to find anything that he can offensively. As Q-Dev just poking it through the LVC defense. Now Samus off the ceiling. Gets a big touchdown field. And now looks for a lane. Not going to get it. It's going to be 2 players from St. Mary's there. And Samus now back mid. Trying to fight for this one. But Frenchie's on the other end. And Bichette's a bit too far up for that one. It's not for this one though. Sends it back to the corner. Now down to Frenchie. Tries to go for the redirect, but the angle isn't there. Frenchie gonna force a save. So now LVC again moving the ball downfield. We've seen this so many times, but can they put it through? Yes, Bichettes comes in from the midfield and finally getting LVC back on the board. And that's a pivotal goal for LVC. With 2 minutes on the clock, that's one they're gonna want to keep taking advantage of. Bloom, it's 50. Now Samus on ball. Takes out Hugh-Dev. That's gonna leave it open for Bichettes. But again, Hazy just getting in the way. A lot of great defense from St. Mary's. Bichettes with a whiff there. That's one you don't want to see. Makes it that much harder to get it out of your own half. But Bichettes now making up for it. And look at that from Bichettes. Samus sends it downfield. Frenchie gonna give it some extra power. And Bichettes with a redirect. Just barely 104 miles per hour on that shot too. Put a screamer into the top, and now they have a lead, and they're looking to make it more. Bichettes wanting another. That would put him at a hat trick. The pressure is now on for St. Mary's. Off the back wall. It's going to be met by St. Mary's. But so is that one. Frenchie sent it down to Samus, almost put the shot on. And this is going to be a one-on-one. Frenchie wins those. Now Hazy looking for the reset. Does have it, but doesn't decide to use the flip. Frenchie backwards. Somehow gets a 50 out mid to Bichettes. And this is going to give Samus some clearance downfield. Frenchie takes a bad angle, so he's just going to have to leave it. That's going to be Loom looking to get it past the LVC players on the back half. And Samus now just trying to waste some time here. Bichettes trying to do the same. As Frenchie has to direct that one away from danger. But this is in front of the net, open, but somehow Frenchie just barely getting enough on it. And this has been a close series the entire way through. Game 1 goes to OT. Game 2 is a 1-0, and Game 3 may just be a 2-1. As Frenchie looking to put some style onto it, doesn't get it. And with just a few seconds left, can St. Mary's do what they were able to last in Game 1? Tied up with the dying seconds of the game. No, they cannot. LVC take game number 3. And looking at the stats here, I mean, only one save this time around from St. Mary's. And that's really the difference in this one. Only 3 total shots from LVC, 4 total shots in the entire game, and 3 of them went through. If this isn't telling you it's a defensive game, then I don't know what will. This has just been a masterclass on defense from both sides. 4 demos, all from LVC. Can they put the series to bed in 4? This would be a great start to the LVC Champions Division run for Rocket League. Reset again there from Hazy. Decides again not to use it. Loom looking for some 50s. Not going to get much out of it. So Frenchie flying off the ceiling, gets the reset. Doesn't really have an angle though. Puts him in a bit of an awkward spot. Samus not getting much out of that touch either. But they are keeping it away from St. Mary's. And here comes Bichettes once again off the ceiling. Now has no boost. Can't put it through, but Samus cleans it up. Bichettes trying to make something out of that, but with no boost, there's really not a whole lot he can do. Samus, though, flies on through. Loom not in pursuit quick enough. And LVC, again, capitalizing off the mistakes of St. Mary's. Demo comes in from Frenchie. We've seen that kickoff play so many times. They are loving the demo off kickoff, and it has been working. As you can see, LVC putting the pressure on. They are ramping up their pacing, and they are out for blood. Or I guess oil if you're talking about a car. Now comes Frenchie's shot, but again, a phenomenal save from Hugh-Dev. That's just the type of game it's been between these two teams. It's Frenchie trying to just back up his teammates. Bichette with a redirect towards net. Doesn't go, but this one almost does. Hudev again in net. Here comes Samus once more, bumped off of it, so Frenchie has to capitalize or pick up off of it. Not going to get the 50. It'll again be St. Mary's. Bichette's with control. Samus with the bump onto his teammate, and that's going to be a bit of a blunder from LVC. Leaves Frenchie back. Bichette does grab the mid boost, so it'll be okay. And they also have the ball. Frenchie 50s it over to Bichette, and Bichette's in the perfect position to take advantage. And LVC now putting on a show, looking to prove that they're the better team. Here comes Samus. Doesn't really get much off of that. So it'll be Frenchie. Look to try and control. And now 3 players from St. Mary's, all of them diving at the ball. And that's not going to be a goal. So now LVC have an opportunity. Easy just throwing it to the corner. So the counterattack is stifled, but LVC don't really need it. They can just continue to take some time off the clock, and that'll be that. 2:45. LVC are looking great right now. St. Mary's starting to slow up a little bit. Starting to see the cracks showing. Here comes Hudev. Actually leaves it down for Loom, but doesn't get the goal. Hazy will clean it up. Finally, St. Mary's getting something to go in their favor. Shot just a bit off, but it'll be Hazy on the third man. Somehow gets it through. There's still 2:30 left on the clock, so this very well could be anyone's game. As Loom trying to make something happen for St. Mary's, but he's really the only player here for St. Mary's, so he's going to have to wait for his teammates to get in position here. Hudev sending it so far up that his teammates aren't in position now, but Sheds with another redirect. Somehow that's safe from Hazy. Samus trying to put another one on. Now Owl down to Frenchie on the defensive side. Gets a good touch off the backboard. That's going to be enough of a clear. Bichette's trying to send it down. Frenchie in a one-on-one. Hudev does just enough for his teammates to get back, but is he going to be able to help? As Loom almost not in a good position there for a save. It's going to be let down to Frenchie, doing just what he needs to in that 50. And he's just going to keep putting himself onto this ball, making sure every piece of the map is covered. Frenchie, not much on that, but Bichette does get a good bit to it. Loom, not going to get a touch. Has to be careful on the way back. Hudev makes something, but that's almost a goal. Let's put a bit closer to Samus. That's certainly one. But with 1 minute remaining, it'll still be a 1-goal lead. LVC, though, have been in control pretty much this whole series, despite dropping game 2. And this pass up to Loomville has an angle, but doesn't get there fast enough. Bichette's now lobbing it downfield. Samus just going to bully it in, and that's a 2-goal cushion. That could be the series. 41 seconds left. This is going to be a tough one for St. Mary's to come back from. That demo going to come in on the Loom. Just makes the pressure that much lessen. And that touch off the wall, directed towards net. Samus forced into a save. But with 30 seconds left, St. Mary's needs a goal, and they need one now if they want to be able to compete in this series, if they want to be able to stay alive and have a chance at forcing a Game 5. And there's not much lookings of that as time's slowly dwindling down. LVC starting to take the ball away, starting to drain the clock, and that may just do it. And it will. LVC, you can see Frenchie taking off the headset. LVC going to take this series 3-2-1. And Frenchie's car is stopped. I don't know why the auto spectator is sitting on Frenchie still. And the ball will not quite go in, but it doesn't matter. LVC 3-1 as we take a quick look at the stats here in the final game of the series. 12 shots from LVC, and that is just not enough. 7 saves on St. Mary's, just not quite what they needed. There's just not enough for it. And LVC going to take the series, and they are going to start 1-0 in the Champions Division, the Champions Northeast A Division. Just take note of that for later in the season. If I stop saying the letter, they are in the Northeast A Division. There are 2. But regardless of all of that, phenomenal series from LVC. They put on a show there towards the end, really showing great work offensively and even on the defensive side, and a very defensive-heavy series overall. We were just seeing save after save in that one, and that's really what really got them the victory there, as we will look to close out the night. As I grab one of the players real quick for an interview, we will be bringing Samus on as we get ready to close out the night. But first, we'll hear a few words. Yeah. Oh, let me mute that for you. All right, how are you feeling, Sam?
Oh, man. Feeling good.
That was
3-1.
Yeah, that was a really good series, too. I mean, so what were the thoughts? Obviously, you guys saw where you were placed at like 6 a.m. this morning or something like that whenever you woke up.
Yeah.
So what were the thoughts seeing you guys got placed in Champions this semester?
You know, I thought it would be pretty tough, but, I mean, we all like some good competition, so I was excited to play. And, I mean, we're starting out with a win, so it's good momentum.
So, obviously, you guys saw the team you were playing today. What was the game plan coming into it? What was the game plan coming into this series?
Basically just suffocate them. Don't let them out of their half. Keep going. Keep cutting. Keep just demoing. Anything like that. So we stayed aggressive.
So, kind of moving away from this series, as I was saying on stream, it was a big defensive battle. There's a ton of saves just as a whole on both sides. You guys will take on Alvernia White next week.
Oh.
Do you have any words or any thoughts for that one?
Well, we just beat them in
CRL. Yes.
Yeah. So I think we should take them.
All right. Well, that's going to do it for us here tonight. Thank you, Sam, for joining me on the desk here. We're going to close that one out as we have more action for you guys tomorrow with LVC, Valorant, and Rocket League taking on the CECC Eastern qualifiers for the main event, which will be taking place in Massachusetts, all the way up there. As we close out here, Valorant will be starting at 10 a.m., so be sure to tune in. Yeah, that's very early even for me. So be sure to tune in at 10. And after that, after Valorant is done with their qualifiers, we will see Rocket League start theirs at 2 p.m. So we got a long day ahead of us tomorrow. Make sure you tune in and follow us on Twitter and Instagram at LVC_esports on both those platforms. Follow us here on Twitch too. Stay updated on all of our matches. But that's going to do it for us tonight. We will catch you guys back here, hopefully back here tomorrow morning or tomorrow evening or tomorrow afternoon for LVC taking on the CECC qualifiers.